Okay. Taking a sip of water. An old hound and a straw hat. Both have seen better days. A moving truck rumbles softly to itself. Painted on its side are the words Lysette's Antiques, Furniture, Glassware, Curiosities. Joseph sits between gas pumps in a Queen Anne armchair. His hair is gray and his glasses darkened. Damn, did you hear that wreck? Truck full of bottles. I don't know, beer bottles? Whiskey? Lost a tire or something. Spilled booze and glass all over the interstate. Goddamn. What a mess. Hope they don't come down here looking for anything. We blew a damn fuse and it's all shut off. Did I hear a dog? What's your dog's name? His name is Homer. Her name is Blue. Just some dog, I don't know a name. Homer, Blue. I think Blue is a really cute name for a dog. Blue sounds like a sweet old hound. I used to know a dog like that. Hey, here's some jerky for Blue. I made it myself. Didn't turn out too well, but I bet a dog will eat it. Getting late, right? I can feel the sun on my neck. I bet it's just a few feet off the horizon. I've been driving all evening looking for 5 Dogwood Drive. Got a delivery to make on Dogwood, but I'd rather watch the sunset. Hey, I understand. You gotta do the job you're paid to do. Maybe get some rest somewhere in there. Have a drink. Then back at it. There's dignity in that rhythm. So where is Dogwood Drive? How long you been working here? What's your rhythm like? Oh, I meant to say how long you've been working here. Oh, I just like to listen to the TV. I used to do a lot of poetry on the computer, but I don't have the ear for it lately. Listen, you and Blue would have been driving up and down 65 all night. Dogwood Drive is on the other side of, well, to get there you gotta take 0. The 0 is a tough route to find, but you can use my computer to look up directions. You'll have to head down into the basement, reset the circuit breaker first. I'll be happy to have those whining lights back up anyway. It's too damn quiet out here. The basement door is back there in the office. Appreciate your help, friend. Oh, and here, take this lamp. Gets dark. Alright, thank you. Oh, is this the... Let's go to the basement. Basement people. Emily, Ben, and Bob sit in folding chairs behind a worn card table. Papers, oddly shaped dice, and highway maps cover the tabletop. Emily, Ben, and Bob. Conway clears his throat. Y'all see the breaker box down here? Oh, sorry. Didn't know there was anyone down here. Honestly, that's probably what I would say. Did you hear something? No, sorry, I was looking at the rules again. Gets easier as you go. Look, you said you rolled a 5, right? That means you get to pick up your marker and move it anywhere on the map. So, it's your turn now, right? Oh, yeah, I guess so. Where'd you put that 20-sided die? I don't see it. Did you drop it? It should be easy enough to find. It glows in the dark. A dusty, rusty sign is bolted onto the wall. These are the rules. 1. No open flames near the gasoline. 2. No consumption of beer or spirits on the premises. In case of sudden darkness, do not panic. Relax. Count backwards from 5. Strictly limit the time spent in the basement to fewer than 3 minutes of every hour. How long have those people been down here? Yeah, I gotta go back down this way. Hmm. Can't go past them right now. Where's that dice? Oh, game piece. Conway picks up the glowing 20-sided die and inspects it. The number 5 is facing up. It's just a small piece of plastic, but it has a reassuring, almost comforting weight. He places the object in his jacket pocket. Oh? Folding chairs are arranged around a worn card table. The chairs are empty, and the surface of the table is bare. Conway places the 20-sided die on the table, keeps it in his pocket. I think I'll give it back. Hey, there's a breaker. Nice. I wish I saw more ridiculously shaped buildings around. Seem kind of old-fashioned these days. Ah, there it is. Just listen to those lights whine. Yep. Well, I'd better get those directions and head to the Zero if you don't mind. There are some people down in your basement playing some kind of game, but they're gone now. In the basement? No, I don't think so. Maybe that lamplight was playing tricks on you, huh? Well, strange things happen underground, especially in the dark. So, a computer's in the office. You're looking for Marquez. She knows her way around those roads. She'll get you to the Zero. The password is, damn, I usually just feel it out. Muscle memory, you know? It's kind of long, kind of like a short poem, I think. One of those short poems that really sums it all up. You'll figure it out. Conway taps the key, waking the computer from its reverie. User. Conway. Joseph. Technically I'm Conway, but... Password. Wheels slide loose. The stars drop away. I talk and listen to him talking. Nobody saw the accident. The moon throbs. It's late. You just breathe road. The lights whine. We'll only get later. Password accepted. How's it going in there? Figuring it all out? Sure you are. Messages. Address book. Games. Exit. What's in... I'm gonna look in games next if I can. Address book. The Zero. Dogwood Drive. Marquez. I must probably look for the Zero. Address the Zero is not real. Address Dogwood Drive is not real. Marquez residence, 100 Macondo Lane. Head northeast on 65, then turn left as soon as you see that ugly tree that's always on fire. Look for the barn at the base of the mountain there. Can't miss it. Alright, 100 Macondo Lane, northeast on 65, left at the ugly tree that's always on fire. Look for the barn at the base of the mountain. Hope I remember that. You got it? Out there in Macondo somewhere, right? Yeah, that's it. Hey, look, while you were down there, I loaded that old TV of mine onto your truck. I borrowed that thing from Weaver Marquez a number of years ago, and now the power is all weird over here, and I can't pick anything but static in public access anyway. She was always more of a reader, but maybe she'd want it back at home? It's a nice TV. Can I look at the computer again? I wanted to see the other things. I played this so long ago that I can't remember. Messages. Message 1 is from Donald at hotmk.mail. Message 2 is from account@consolidated.mail. Let's snoop. From Donald at hotmk.mail. Subject: Fragments dim of lovely forms. Message: Joseph, I know it's been a while, and I know you're still sore, but there's a whole world in here, and we need your help to unmask it. Yes, the caves are cold and damp, and we are old and lame. Never mind, I can't remember why I even started writing this. I miss those days in the lab with you and our dear Lula. Maybe you found your own Xanadu. Well, so have I. End of message. I think I remember something about him and Lula. I can't remember what it was. Xanadu. Account standing. Urgent. Dear Equus Oils, this is an urgent automated message that your account is overdue by more than 14 days. In response, we have switched you to low reliability Dirty Power Plus plan. Consider making a payment immediately to obviate the need for us to switch you to Sustained Brownout Select. Sincerely your friends at Consolidated Power Co. Exit messages. Oops, and games. Games is not real. Okay. Sun's gone down. You and Blue better get on that road if you're gonna make your delivery. Alright. Conway scratches behind Blue's right ear. How's it going, Blue? Take it easy, Blue. I like to ask dogs how it's doing. What do you think of this place? Hey, give her the treat. Here's some jerky from the gas station. I'm just gonna give it to her. Bit odd, isn't he? Reminds me a bit of your old man, Ira. I don't even know who Ira is. Good man, good boss. What do you think of this place? It's odd, I never noticed it driving by. Seems like they're really on the rocks. Let's head out. Oh heck, I've like completely forgotten that. Okay, wait, I go north, right? North on the 65? Let me... Okay. Oh. Okay, I accidentally found it. There's the tree that's always on fire. A tall black oak burns on a hill above the road. Marcus Farmhouse. Act 1, Scene 2. Is this picking up any of the sounds? Okay. Pretty dark out here, huh? So I guess we just head up the path here. The farmhouse is up the hill a bit. Pretty dark out here, huh? So I can borrow you a treat up there. I don't feel like leaving the dog alone. A street lamp lights the base of a dusty path leading up the hill. Alright, let's head on up there. Oh, wait, Blue. Come on, Blue, you can make it. Maybe I should leave Blue over here? Maybe Blue's just gonna go hang out by the car by herself. Yeah, I think Blue just wants to hang out by the car. Too old. A graveyard. The family graveyard is set off to the side of the house. Headstones are inscribed with the surnames of the unfortunate. Nowakowski, Padilla, Marquez. Light switch? Okay. I was just thinking what a lovely house we have. Do you like it? Have you been here before? Did you happen to see an owl? I heard an owl, but I didn't see it. I know. I saw it out the window once. Big ugly thing, all sound and fury. Well, it's gone now. There used to be another house here, but we had it destroyed, and we built this one. But it's very expensive, and we got quite underwater. What do you do for work? Is it too difficult? Do you like it very much? I was once a mathematician. Are you looking for something in particular here? Drive deliveries for a small antique shop. It's better than being in a ditch. I'm looking for the zero. I believe it's hard times for a small antique shop. It's hard times everywhere, even out here on our little farm. My parents stopped paying the bank a while back. I shouldn't even be here, but I just stayed. I have some notebooks. I'm only a little bored. I might prefer to watch TV occasionally. Joseph says you're too smart to watch TV. Actually, I have a TV here that I think belongs to you. Will you please set it up? Then I can explain to you how to get where you're going. The zero. I know. Oh, did I bring... Oh, yeah. I brought the TV. Oh, beat up barn out there. That's not how it's supposed to look. You made a mistake setting it up. Is it a foreign object to you? Which of your parents was it who wouldn't allow you to watch television? Ma thought she heard ghosts in the static. Dad thought it was radioactive. I know how to set up a TV. Yeah, could have been a joke about that. I know about that. She was ill, wasn't she? Mentally, I mean. Kind of distant, fearful. Fearful, yeah, that's the way to put it. No, things just had to be a certain way. Not just expressive. You have it all backwards. I'm not surprised. Do you? Have you been paying attention? I don't think you have. Time to start paying attention now, Conway. Look closely at the television. Hey, wake up. Spaced out for a minute there. Picture on the TV. What do you keep out in that barn? Used to be tools and feed, then books. Now I think it's mostly spiders. The TV is picking up the wrong signal. My cousin Shannon would know more about it. She fixes TVs for a living. Well, she used to. I think the new models are giving her some trouble. So I really just need to get to the zero. Your cousin? That's my father's brother's daughter, Shannon. We're about the same age. Well, we used to be. She's older now. She has a workshop up north a ways by the lake, right where Peonia and Wax Road meet. It's a big bait and tackle shop, and she fixes TVs in the back. Do you like fishing? Peonia and Wax Road. Honestly, I'm not convinced you should bother with the zero. I'd much rather you find my cousin and fix my TV, but I'll get you headed the right way. So it's pretty easy. Get back on the 65 heading north, then take the first right after the artificial limb factory. From there, your arrival at the zero is basically inevitable. Nice to know you, Conway. Keep your eyes open, especially in the dark. Okay, so Peonia and Wax Road, or go north up to 65 and take a right after the artificial limb factory. do kind of want to just wander. Oh, it's all like. Oh. I do just kind of want to wander around the, kind of wander around the road, see if I find interesting things. A disused wood-burning stove is set up in one ash-dusted corner of the room. It's cold to the touch. Can I go downstairs? An abandoned spiderweb stretches across the bottom of the saucepan. The skillet is seasoned with dust. What's that over there? Is it a truck? Hey there, Blue. There's some horses out there behind the house. I just met the strangest lady. Remember the horses you and Lysette and Ira had? Guess they don't sleep in the barn. I miss them sometimes, the horses. Yours didn't like to sleep in the barn either. I love the OST to this band. Oh, I was hoping the music would continue. Okay, where's... This is Mammoth Cave Road. Museum? A sign in front of the building just reads, Museum. The lights are off, but the front door is open. I'm gonna go to the museum. Conway steps through the museum's doors. A few feet inside the museum doors, the ambient sound of the highway drops away sharply. The room is cold, dark, and still. A book lies open on the table in the center of the room. An open hallway extends to the left. Large glass doors bar the path ahead. Look at the book. There's no title on the book's spine or cover. A three-word phrase written in pencil on the first page is smudged and indecipherable. On the first page, someone has left an ink drawing of a horse. Several dozen pages later, at the end of the book, is an elaborate ink drawing of a one-legged man working an antique adding machine, surrounded by whiskey bottles. Conway walks down the hallway to the left. Conway's steps echo against the hallway's marble floor and arched ceilings. Plexiglass boxes line the walls. The hallway dead ends on a darkened display case. Look at the display case. The display case is several yards wide, but just a few feet off the ground. It's unlit, and back in this corner of the darkened museum, very little moonlight creeps in. A gold-plated plaque on the surface of the case is a bit easier to read. It recounts a short history of fowl hunting in the region, and then speculates abruptly about the nature of addiction. Boxes? Ugh. The first box, just a few feet into the hall, contains an assortment of bird wings. Some are missing feathers. One large, brilliantly colored wing almost glows in the moonlight. Its feathers are intact, but a piece of bone pokes awkwardly out from the tip. An open hallway extends to the left. Go through the glass doors. The glass doors won't budge. To apply any more force would likely break them. I feel like I shouldn't mess with this place. Maybe I should, who knows. Exit the museum. The lights are off, but the front door is open. Let's keep going. Annetta Road, and this one is Morgantown Road. Okay, so they split. Nolan Dam Road. Union Light Dog Creek. Oh, it won't let me go up here. Ah! Cub Run. Cherry Spring. Gap Hill. Anything in here? Princeville. Cub Run Highway. Oh hey, the bait shop. Conway pulls into the bait shop parking lot. Vaulted above the road on a thin steel bar, a handwritten sign reads, "Live bait, minnow small and also large for stripers. Night crawlers, chips, and beer." A green flyer hangs loosely from a bit of masking tape at eye level. To the shop's right, a dirt parking lot sprawls unevenly into grass and then eventually trees. The bait shop is open. What's the flyer say? Computer printed type in a bold font surrounds a clip art illustration of a TV set. TV has eyes, arms, and legs. Its shoulders are slouched. On the screen is a cartoon expression of exhausted nausea. A hot water bottle rests against its wire antenna. TV repair, no model too old. Require within. We do not sell digital converter boxes. Narrow aisles crowded with lures, reels, rods, and snacks divide the shop lengthwise from the entrance to the cashier's counter. The left wall is lined with churning tanks of water. You got minnows in there? The 3 middle tanks aren't labeled, and the water is too agitated to get a clear view of what's inside each one. The contents of the first tank are vaguely gray. The second is a muddy pink. The third is clear, but shiny silver flecks occasionally flash along its surface. I shouldn't go reaching into those. Yet that sounds like every bait shop I've been in. Approach the counter. A wiry cashier stands behind the register, preoccupied with a Sudoku puzzle. Ask about Shannon Marquez's workshop. Ask about the basketball game. Conway asks about Shannon Marquez's workshop. A handwritten sign on the door behind the counter reads, "TB repairs by appointment, please consult with cashier." Cashier knocks a few times on the door and waits, occasionally glancing at his puzzle. After a few moments with no answer, he notices a smaller note written on the sign, reads it, then points it out to Conway. Read it? Weaver, I got your message. Have left for the old mine. Don't know if I will see you there or what. Ready either way. Shannon. The old mine. Basketball game? The cashier switches on the radio. An AM sports broadcast is playing, but Conway can't be sure if it's meant to answer or to drown out his questions. Alright. I am kind of tempted, I am tempted to mess with the tanks. Why is there something pink in the second one? Conway's finger slid through something fleshy but inert. The sensation is nauseating. Reach deeper. As his elbow passes into the pinkish mass, he realizes he's about to be sick from the smell, and pulls away. Conway's hand brushes against something roughly the size of his palm. Reach deeper. Conway's hand comes into contact with a scaly, uneven surface. As he runs his fingers along the bottom, a bead of sweat bridges the inches from his temple to the water's surface. Something bites at his forearm. He recoils. The water seems to tremble with life. Conway can't tell if his hand is being nibbled by fish or massaged by the artificial current. As his eyes near the surface of the water, he can see something colorful glowing faintly at the bottom of the tank. I don't think the cashier's minds if I just mess with this. A tremor spreads from his elbow out to his fingertips and up to the base of his shoulder. His vision flickers. The water is running warm under his skin now, and he has a sensation that something is about to snap. His eyes close. He lays on a rooftop, new shingles rough beneath his back, swelling in the noon sun. He is exhausted. They must have started before dawn. His legs are sore from holding stable on the uneven surface, his wrists from breaking old sealant, his fingers from carefully lifting shingles to hammer down new ones. His boss, Ira, yells from the idling truck below. He shades his eyes with his hand. A beer would be good. It's barely past noon, but he's worked a full day already. What could the harm be? Maybe a shot at the counter? Just get his eyes open? Then a beer. He could offer to drive into town for lunch and stop at that place on Cumberland. The cashier approaches Conway roughly on the shoulder. He's been talking, yelling maybe, but it's all an echo now. Conway looks up, his neck stiff with pain, his right palm still tingling. The cashier points to the tank, then above it to a few holes torn in the wall, nail holes from which an electric sign has come dislodged and fallen into the water. He helps Conway to his feet, looks at him pitifully, and returns to the cash register. Narrow aisles crowded with lures, reels, rods, and snacks divide the shop lengthwise from the entrance to the cashier's counter. Left wall is lined with churning tanks of water. Let's get out of here before I electrocute myself some more. Okay, so Shannon went to the mine for some reason. So the shop's right, a dirt parking lot sprawls unevenly into grass and eventually trees. Let's head out. Is everything down here? Rocky Hills Estates? Grayson Springs? Wheelerville? Princeville? Cub Run Highway. A guitar player. A young man in a gray-stained clothes sits by the side of the road. He is playing a worn guitar. To his left is a blue mug, and to his right, a weathered dog. Pet the dog! Conway pets the dog. The dog closes its eyes and pretends to be asleep. The young man strums absently on the guitar, hums tunelessly, and occasionally mumbles a word. Put $1 in the cup. The young man stops playing, pulls the wet dollar bill out of his whiskey, and hands it back to Conway. Whoops. Sorry about that. Oh, what's that? Oh, the factory. A creek runs alongside the highway and then turns toward a dirty brick building. A grinding drone from within the building is faintly audible from the interstate. Floodlights on the lawn illuminate smokestacks. At the edge of the building's parking lot, a large sign, partly obscured by trees, reads, Emerson Artificial Limb Factory. Cub Run Highway, Dixie Highway. On ramp? Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. Elkhorn Valley. Kinda wish I'd explored a bit more. Hey, Blue. Conway brushes some dirt off of Blue's hat. How's it going, Blue? Huh, not sure that lady was right about the on-ramp to the Zero being here. Or, hey, you got something on your head. Guess you just can't tell with some folks. They're liable to run you around just for kicks. Better look around, though. Must be down here somewhere. Better hurry, though. Weather's about to turn. Let's take our time and check this out thorough, okay? Yeah, I'm going to anyway, so... You gonna be okay, Blue? At least get out of the rain. Elkhorn Mine. I do remember a bit of being in the mine, but... not much. Oh, hey. Shannon speaks into the large brick cell phone held up to her ear. It's $200 for 2 weeks. Yes, it is kind of is an emergency. No, it's fine. I'll figure it out. I don't know. That's true. I guess he can't kick me out for another week or two. But can I trust him not to just change the locks? Yes, and I appreciate that, but okay, you're right. Just never mind. I have to go, sorry. Hmm. Okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Love you. Forget it, bye. Shannon hangs up the phone and puts it away. Hey, do you know about like a weird highway? Oh yeah, I'm Shannon now. Excuse me, ma'am. I saw the light was on and I'm looking for the on-ramp to be sure to kick me off the property. Do you believe in ghosts? Oh, no, no, I guess you don't belong here either, do you? Do you work for the power company? You just out wandering? The power company? Oh, no, no. I once worked for an electrician for a few weeks, but I sort of drifted on before I really learned anything. I get it, you're a nomad. I get it, you're a drunk. Yeah, nah, I do a pretty good job now. I keep sober. I've got a gig. Here's what it is. I drive deliveries for a shop called Lysets Antiques, and I'm out here trying to finish this job. Making a delivery to the mine? Oh, no. I have a delivery for 5 Dogwood Drive, and I can't remember ever seeing that address before. Now, I heard I need to take a highway called the Zero, so I met this young lady named Weaver Marquez, and she sent me this way, and so here I am. Uncommon kind of place for an on-ramp, but that's what it's been like so far anyway, with the... What? Weaver Marquez, do you know her? The Zero, is that around here? Never heard of the damn Zero, that doesn't sound like a real highway. But I know Weaver. I've known her all my life. She's my cousin. Shaman Marquez. Weaver doesn't lie. One time when we were younger, she told me my dad had been in a terrible car wreck. There was crushed metal everywhere, and we'd be hearing it echo through the house for years, she said. I was very upset, crying, and then my dad walked in the door. Just came back from a trip to the junkyard collecting scrap metal to fashion into wind chimes. I was angry, but she said it wasn't a joke, that it wasn't a lie. At the time, I thought she meant it was a riddle or a puzzle. But Weaver's not a puzzle, she's a mystery. So maybe the Zero is down here somewhere. So what are you doing down here, Shannon? The Smith Zero is down here, so maybe it is. Well, I won't mind the company. I've got business down here myself. I talked to Weaver earlier this evening, too. Or anyway, she talked to me. It's hard to tell if she's listening sometimes. Weaver told me I had to come down here to the old Elkhorn mine. She said I'd find something I've been looking for. Where did you see Weaver? She seems cagey about that, so. At my workshop, she just appeared. I hadn't seen her since a long time. Not such a bad thing, you showing up now. All told, I'd rather not go down there alone. Your dog should stay up here, though. It's no place for a dog. This is an old mine. It runs pretty deep and tangled. We're going to go down into it, find your on-ramp and whatever else. We've got to keep our bearings. We don't want to get turned around. I've got some gear here to measure conductivity, frequency response, stuff like that. Maybe we can find a way to put a signal out ahead, do some analysis, and figure out what kind of topology we're up against. Topology. Okay. Sure, let's look around. I'm just an antiques driver. I don't know what's happening. Can I... Okay. No work tomorrow. Yeah, stay there, doggo. Can I pet Blue to, like, reassure her real quick? Okay. You be good, Blue. I'll be back. PA? That runs into the mine's PA system. You think it still works? Like, one way to find out. Little light on the front of it is off. That's probably what I would say. Oh, there's no power. Yeah, okay. Even when this old mine was up and running, it was tricky to keep stuff powered. You know, the miners used to have to pay just to run the fans and the lights. Yeah, they got paid in these shitty plastic tokens, coal scrip, you know? And you want to run the fans for a bit to clear the air up, well, you have to put a token in. My parents used to work here. So did Weaver's parents. Guess a lot of folks' parents worked here. So let's just head into the mine and see what we see. Can we power it up? Then we just have to free up some power for the PA system. Everything is rationed. Here, set up that lamp of yours and I'll go unplug these ceiling lights. Conway clears his throat nervously. Conway tries to think of something clever to say. Conway fidgets with the change in his pocket. I'd probably be fidgeting. I heard the speakers back here crackle a bit. It's on now, right? Try saying something into the mouthpiece. Well. Okay, I hear you. We need to measure the echo delay time and figure out how deep the tunnels run. Just make some noises into the mouthpiece. Conway taps the mouthpiece. Conway runs a finger along the surface of the mouthpiece. Conway clears his throat. I do a little tap. Conway scrapes a coin across the mouthpiece, knocks on the table, hums a deep tone. Conway spits. Conway whistles. Conway blows on the mouthpiece. Do a whistle. Damn, that's a long delay. These tunnels run deep. I bet some of them have ruptured or joined up with the cave system. Alright, I set up my spectrum analyzer, so just say something into the mouthpiece and I can get a sense for how narrow the mine tunnels are. Don't be shy, just say anything that comes into your head. Tell me a story about something, or what did you have for breakfast today? To the PA. Here's a story. I used to work doing roof repair. I had a breakfast with Lysette. I think last time I chose Lysette. My boss got a real big job out in Louisville. We even fixed up a church roof once. Should have taken us an hour to get there. Seemed like a big project, but doable. Then a thunderstorm hit and it was too late anyhow. I was too hungover and we ran late. Got it. Looks like the tunnels are pretty cramped. Yeah, low ceilings. Hope you're ready to stoop a bit. Yeah, you're probably used to it. One more test. We just need to know if the air is breathable or if it's too thin or too dense. Just sit real close to the mouthpiece and breathe. I'll measure the resonance of your breath with the air in the tunnels. Just try to relax, try to breathe naturally. Conway breathes and thinks about the road. Conway breathes and thinks about resting. Conway breathes and remembers a moment earlier in the day. Conway breathes and remembers a moment when he was younger. Getting some pretty strong readings here. I think we're in a good shape, but keep at it for a minute. Conway breathes and visualizes a hot meal. Conway breathes and visualizes a cold drink. Conway breathes and relaxes as a peal of feedback and loose rock engulfs him. Oh no. Yeah?
It's a pretty big building. Maybe you ought to call and find out what room it is. What room you gotta meet in.
We can just ask at the desk.
What?
We can just ask at the front desk.
There may be no front desk.
Oh my god.
Why is there gotta be a front desk?
Okay, I'll call again in a minute.
You got only about 4 minutes before it's 5.
Oh my god. Just a second. Got you. You're all right. Shit, your leg is pinned. I'm gonna pull you out. We have to get you out of here. There you go. Okay, you hurt? Can you put any weight on that leg? It's fine. Just try to stand up. Careful. I'm right here. Damn, don't worry. I've got you. That leg is in bad shape. Here, let's get you onto the tram. There you go. Now let's see if this thing has power. Well, okay. Now there's some luck, right? Should be able to ride this tram right out of the auxiliary exits, if there are any. I think there are. What about Weaver? What about the on-ramp? We'll just find the exit and then figure out what to do from there. That's our first priority. So the controls are over on your side. Let's get moving. Why did I turn the light on? Okay. Let's push ahead. Happens if I turn the light off. Oh. And now no one's there. Oh. Sure, a lot of people down here in the dark. Alright, let's get up. Ah, thank God. Okay. Let's go. Let's poke around down here a bit more first. Well, I kind of want to, but... Like, what's this back here? Where was that one thing? It was like hanging... that thing. Huh. Follow us, multitude of ghosts. Here we are. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, okay, I just still like to look around a bit. I think I saw a tunnel with some broken up tracks back there. Wondering what's down there. They're both the same thing. Do whatever you need, I'll just wait for you here. If you wait for me here, I'll just go take another look around. Thanks, I'll be right back. Birdcage? Paper tag hangs from the birdcage by a string. Canary 25 tokens. Canary sold at the company store? Did they also sell respirators? No bones in the cage. The bird must have been set free. Maybe the cage was cleaned. It's a canary in a coal mine. There are cardinals at the Louisville Zoo, and the other birds, ostriches, eagles, emus, no canaries. Too common? Too small, maybe? But they have starlings. Starlings aren't much bigger than canaries. Tape reels. A pile of tape reels is jammed into the top of the tram. It must have been thrown out in a rush. The reels are unlabeled. The tape is decayed. Lysette and Ira's son Charlie talked about a piece of music he liked made with old decaying tapes. What was it called? Something about, Charlie had the most bizarre taste in music. Weird, noisy computer music. Where did he even hear that stuff? Louisville, probably. Or college. He was a smart kid. Damn pity. What happened to him? The notebook at the top of this dusty stack is labeled in black marker. The label is dusty and smudged, but it looked like it might say horses. Houses, maybe? Or verses, even? Crude and hurried handwriting, too. Lysette was immaculate handwriting. Pristine and measured cursive, never a stray mark. For the last several months, she filled out the receipts for each order since that young couple complained about the handwriting on the order slip. It's carbon paper anyway, it's bound to wear away over time. If they're so precise about their records, they should put it on the computer anyway. Do you like maybe I should save the energy? It probably doesn't matter. She's not back yet, though. What happens if I click on it? Well, now I feel bad. I said I'd wait. Hey, old dog, I'm as slow as you now. Okay, good, she caught up. Hey, stranger. I didn't think you were coming back. Did you find what you were looking for? Yeah, maybe. Look, we're not going to talk about that anymore, okay? Sorry. Fair enough. How's the leg? I can walk on it, but it's slow. I can walk on it, but it's painful. Oh, I've got some painkillers here that could help you out. I got them from a friend when I sprained my wrist installing the security system. You better let me drive, though. They're pretty strong. I can handle it. Yeah, maybe that's best. Don't worry, I've been driving since I was 9. Still need to find the 0. Guess I should look for another route to Dogwood Drive. Well, it's like I told you, Weaver doesn't lie. If she sent you here to find your on-ramp, this is where you should be looking. Or maybe you weren't just listening closely enough, and that's not exactly what she said. I saw Weaver at my workshop. That's up north by Lake Nolan, right at Wax and Peonia, in the back of the bait shop. Pretty glamorous, right? Times we live in. She's either up there or back at the farmhouse, whichever you want to head to first. Just let me know. Can I talk to Blue? How's it going, Blue? Blue, this is Shannon. Nice to meet you, Blue. Got some dried banana slices in my bag. Would you like one? Do you help with the driving? Maybe you can help your friend here, too. You help with the drooling, looks like. I'm glad we can all talk to the dog. Lysette's Antiques. I guess this is your truck. Surprised? This is my truck. Conway has places to go. Conway lingers. What is this one? Jackson Highway. Well, the farmhouse is like right here, so. Railroad, oh, dragonflies. Very precise. The truck jerks toward the shoulder, nearly run off the road by a swarm of dragonflies. Their wings beat briefly in the headlights and disappear into the night. Well, geez. There's the burning tree. Here's the farmhouse. Act 1, Scene 4. Wait, Scene 6. I can read Roman numerals. Marquez farmhouse. I'm gonna sip some water. Alright, Blue, you know the drill. You gotta stay over here. There you go, Blue. Don't wear yourself out. I really like how it's a little ring toss. Oh, we stop here. Oh, am I leaning on her? I haven't played ring toss since I was like a little kid. Or, horseshoes. I think that's a horseshoe. Yeah, it's a horseshoe. Oh. There's nobody buried here, It's decorative, I guess. Or it's art or something, I don't know. Decorative graveyard. What are the names on the headstones? Nowakowski, Padilla, I don't know those names. Maybe the people who lived here before? I know when they bought this property, it already had a house and everything. Maybe they have some other symbolic meaning. Oh, look at that headstone, Marquez. I used to think that was for my parents. Now I don't know. So, this is where she was? Yeah, it makes sense. This is where Weaver and her parents lived. They got a bunch of loans, and had this place built. Do you have any debts? Never really had any collateral. I owe some people some apologies. Sounds realistic. Well, you're lucky that's all you owe. My parents were like that until the company store found a way to get to them. For my dad, it was tokens to run the fans and air purifiers, and for my mom, it was canaries. Two solutions to the same problem, but they sure sounded different. Weaver had debt too, a lot of it, all tuition. How'd she pay it off? Said she was a mathematician or something? Yeah, she studied some esoteric stuff about something about using math to translate between Spanish and English. I think eventually Weaver put those math skills to work on all the red numbers in the family checkbook and got a clear sense of just how hopeless the situation was. So she left. Guess she just drove away in the middle of the night. They woke up in the morning and the car was gone. Never came back. Until tonight. Someone else told me to come here and talk to her. She seemed really focused on that old TV. Were you happy to see her? Huh. Okay, I guess we two aren't the only ones she's been talking to. Oh, that's not something you see every day, that old TV right there. Well, that is a damned antique for you. I had a model like that in the shop once, but I had to sell it off to make rent. Most painful decision I ever made. Say, do you mind if I open it up? Looks like the dials are all corroded. The screen is leaking light a bit. Come on, I bet Lysette would never forgive you for letting a specimen like that fall into disrepair. Yeah, go for it. Oh yeah, these tubes are all messed up. Looks like they've been in a swamp or a cave or something. There's moss growing on this one. That's okay, I have a few spares in my bag here. Here, I pulled this one out of an old computer monitor. Just needs to be recalibrated a bit. Okay, should be seeing something now. Are you seeing anything? Hey, that looks dangerous what you're doing there. A little bit to the left. What are you doing? Damn, okay, here. I think the contacts are dirty. Now don't go telling my customers I clean off old vacuum tubes with spit. There, just gotta turn it north-south and... Huh. Oh damn, there it is. End of Act 1. Mm-hmm. Is this 2? The entertainment. Is this the act with one of the only parts I remember vividly? I also remember the Museum of Houses. Oh. Dude, goddamn hot. It's cool in here. Sound 1, distant highway. Sound 2, drone number 1. Sound 3, glasses clinking. Sound 4, car passing by. Oh, why is it all dark back here? Student production is audacious. We have the right to lie, said dramatist Antonin Artaud. But not about the art of the matter. Obscure playwright Lem Doolittle seems to have made a project of this. Distinction in his play, A Reckoning, originally written shortly before his mysterious disappearance several decades ago and published posthumously. The play is a favorite among companies wishing to show their knowledge of local cultural history. How unexpected, then, to encounter a production that treats the script so irreverently. This student company has gone so far as to change the title of the play and even add a new character, a silent, uncredited actor who pantomimes drunkenness with all the grace of a dog, trying to escape from under a duvet. Still, the staging of the entertainment stays true to the heart of Doolittle's work. Perhaps that's all these students owe him. Lily Thurston, Adair County News. Director's notes. Lem Doolittle's original script for The Reckoning has almost no explicit stage directions. From the author's essays and letters, we know Doolittle thought of the writer as an equal partner with the actors. The actors should have equal authority to write by acting into what Doolittle called the living script. Given the lack of stage directions, as our own interest as a company in foregrounding the physicality of theater, we made the bold decision to borrow the stage directions from his rarely performed pantomime A Barfly and fold them into the action of A Reckoning. We have always thought of these two pieces as related, so it's been a very natural gesture to perform them simultaneously and on the same stage. James B. Carrington. Yep, like Babylon outside. Goddamn, you're right. Well, cool in here. It's an oasis. I wonder how Ted's holding up. AC. Down there, they all have it. Sure, you're right. I've never been to Texas. Oh, sure. They all have AC. Too cold, almost. In July, even. He's got a hotel. Yeah, hotel life. That's living. Maybe too much. I mean, what's to stop him, really? Meet some tall thing at the hotel bar. Nah. Ted's a good man. Nah, I know. He wouldn't, run around. You're right. How about a beer? No beer today. Hard times whiskey. That's all you've got? It's a good whiskey. Local. Yeah. Take deliveries from them? Sure. You ever see one of them? The boys from Hard Times? What? I hear they're, strange. They work hard. Make a good whiskey. Who are we to judge? Sure, who are we? No one of consequence. Oh, what's all this? Bread for? Sandwiches. Rain's Law. Ha. The old ones went bad while you were on vacation. You have a good time while the sandwiches rotted. Oh, you know me. Couldn't shut it off. 7 days on the beach, and all I could think about was work. You know, the new kitchen. Maybe hire a hostess, you know. A hostess. At the lower depths. Ha, crazy. Nah, it's not so crazy. I was in a bar down there in New Orleans. They had a hostess, some dive. She seats you and, I don't know, points out the specials. Could have specials every night in here. Drink specials. You make cocktails? Nah. Food specials. Monday night chicken. I don't know, grilled chicken? Caesar salad? Class it up, you know? Bess would have liked it. Here's to Bess. Yeah. Let me grab a. Here's to Bess. Good Christian woman. Good Christian woman. How about that sod in the corner? Not bothering nobody. Been here long? Soon as I open. Got started a bit earlier, I suspect. On a bender, huh? Sleeping in a ditch or something. You don't think maybe Ted? No. Ted's a good man, honest, well liked. He's liked, but he's well liked. Sales is a good fit. Selling hammers. Can you believe it? Somebody has to. The hammers. They don't sell themselves. Hear, hear. It's just hard. Ted on the road. Tough all over. What to do all day? Come here, I guess. Sure. That's what I do. Cheap drinks, conversation, and the entertainment. Sure. What's tonight? Oh, tonight it's Junebug. Yeah, I remember Junebug. I'll stay for that. I need some music, get my mind off Ted. Something romantic, you know? A love song from when the world was young. What time? Around 8, maybe. Well, set 'em up slow, or I'll sleep right through it. Where'd the TV go? I lost it. Wickfield Stunts and Entertainment. The premiere at Buffalo Street Student Theater was a curiosity. 2 obscure plays by a local author were simultaneously presented for the pleasure of a handful of baffled patrons. The result? An absorbing, if confused, if unfocused drama about the ills of debt and dishonesty. Certainly, the highlight is Sarah Wakefield's performance as Pearl Slade, the young woman who tries to rid herself of her parents' debts. She is a revelation. Sadly, her verve and imagination do little to salvage the tepid pantomime of the barfly, a character who perhaps could have done with a few lines after all. Levi Tolbert, Kentucky Post. Set designer's notes. Doolittle must have been an odd bird. Many playwrights, Tennessee Williams or Eugene O'Neill, spend as much energy on precise descriptions of the place set as they do on any of the dialogue. So my job is finding ways to be creative within constraint. But Doolittle only described settings poetically. To be honest, I think he'd have preferred there wasn't a set at all. Well, here I am building one anyway. Serves him right for disappearing. All those years ago, the enigmatic wino. I don't mind a drunk, but I hate riddles. Lula Chamberlain. Act 2 sound cues. Sound 5 distant highway. Sound 6 nature program. Sound 7 drone number 2. Sound 8 door opening. Sound 9 door closing. Sound 10 car passing by. Put it back on that weird dinosaur show, will you? Nah, those history programs don't make any sense. I prefer the nature programs. They think they can just say anything on TV. I don't believe there to be a damn word in the Bible about dinosaurs on the Ark. Been a long time since Sunday school for me. Do you go to church though? Nah, not since Bess. It was her church, really. Good Christian woman. Good Christian woman. Well, I'm curious to see where they're going with it. They've got you now. I just think they're gonna run out of rope before long. Dinosaurs on the Ark. I prefer the nature programs. Yeah. So your vacation was good? 7 days poolside. I thought you said it was a beach. Oh, sure. No, it was a pool. Was it a pool? Or a beach? Maybe? I don't remember. Weird. You think I'm making this up? Oh, no, Hi, Harry. Are the old folks here? Just me and Evelyn. All morning. Hi, Evelyn. And that sot in the corner. You're early, Pearl. Your parents usually don't roll in until the evening, 5 or 6. Everything all right? Oh, sure, thanks. We just have some stuff to talk about. Well, post up here. Let's watch this weird dinosaur show. I'll stand you a drink. All Harry's pouring today is Hard Times whiskey. That all you got? Oh, they make a good whiskey. Sure, but you know the rumors. Rumors are rumors. Put it on my tab, Harry. You driving, Pearl? Oh, God, no. You know they went almost 40 cents a gallon. Whistles. I had the early shift, so I just walked over. In this heat. Still working over there at Ace Jewelry and Loan. Joe Harden proudly trading shortcuts for dignity 6 days a week since 1962. At least they have the piety to shut down on Sunday. But Joe is more likely a hangover. Can't it be both? Well, I know you see more trade than I do. Must be slow over at the hardware store. Slow isn't the word. And now Ted is out shilling for quality hammers to make up income. Have you considered quality hammers on your shelf? We made the switch recently and business has tripled. Well, of course, I'd love to have dinner with your lovely daughters. Evelyn. Hey, a man gets lonely out on the road. I know how it is. Nah. Harry, you've been traveling, right? Sure, yeah. Down in New Orleans, just taking a break. A vacation. Looking around. For ideas. Tell her about the pool or the beach. Evelyn. Sounds nice. And the hostess. I may just cut you off. Probably should. Evelyn looks dejected. Harry clears his throat. So, the pool? Or the beach? Yeah, Harry. Which was it? Well, it was a week of relaxation, and now I'm back. You still look stressed. Did you even go anywhere? If you don't mind me saying. Ha, he just looks like that. Sure, that's just how I look.
Exactly. You know the faucet outside by the garden? The new one they put in?
What? I've never known you to leave this bar. Oh, no, I get out. Still drive that old truck? I don't know. Think they towed it eventually. The hell you say? That must have been years ago, Harry. How do you get around now? I, uh, I take the bus, or I walk. You walk to New Orleans. Watch it, Evelyn. Looks ejected. Didn't mean nothing by it, Harry. Harry, did you really go to New Orleans? Now, just where do you two get off? Sorry, forget it. Not sure, she didn't mean nothing by it. We'll lay off you and get back to drinking. Gotta be ready for the entertainment. Oh, who's on tonight? Tonight is Junebug. Works for me. Round 8, I think. I'll stick around. I could use some sad music. Came here to break some hearts. What's that? To dash dreams. What are you talking about? Got to talk to my parents about their bar tab. I won't be paying for them anymore. Hang on now. No, it's time to cut the old folks loose and head west. Can't keep enabling them. You know? Debt's a debt now. Harry, I'm sorry. I know you've got a vested interest, and I don't want to make a victim of you. They will come up with it somehow. I'm sure. No, it's not that. The thing about debts is you never know when they'll be reckoned and called in. What's that mean? I'm not saying anything, but I know debt, Harry. I see it all day. It's all around me, like a thick gray fog. It's in the air I breathe. At the pawn shop, they have a. Oh, fuck. I'm the ambassador, did you know that? A new technology. It's a new kind of debt, Evelyn. And it's a mess. I just realized that I could tap to make the thing. What's that mean? A new kind of debt? You know what we do at the pawn shop? Secured loans. We don't buy used goods. We take the personal property as collateral on a loan. And if you don't pay your loan, we sell your stuff. Sure, I get that. It works for people who couldn't get loans otherwise, I guess. Now Horden has this new idea. He calls it a payday advance, but it's just a short-term, unsecured loan with a wicked interest rate. There's no filtering. Most who borrow can't keep up. Then he has this big pile of debts with big returns on paper. He can sell those debts to a bank. Huh. Who's borrowing like that? Who do you think? When Joe put me in charge of it? The only dark-skinned clerk in the whole shop. You think so? I know it. Don't you see? I look just like you. You can trust me. And Joe knows they won't pay on time. There's no money in lending, but there's money in usury. That's in the Bible. I won't be a shill. I just have to save a bit more, then I go to California. I'll be a real clerk at a credit union or something ethical. I just have to get rid of these old parasites first. Neither a borrower nor a lender be. Well, my tab is in good shape, I think. You're behind, too. Not as bad as the Slades, but... Well, Harry, the only thing I owe you is a handshake and this whiskey you're about to pour me. Let's say this one's on me, Pearl. Nah, I'm good for it. For today, let's just say it's on me. You're awfully strict about cash for a guy who just got back from a vacation. Drink up, Evelyn. Maybe you'd better find some other chair to sink into so your debts don't get reckoned out from under you. I'm out for a bit. I'll be back later to disappoint a couple of old deadbeats. I'll stay for the entertainment. I won't throw you out. But just remember what I said. Oh. There she goes. Management material. That's what he said. Is that so? 11 years behind. A supermarket till. You're damn right. Damn right. I have commitment and reliability. That's what he said. Management material. I bet they raise you to $3. I bet 4. The responsibility. Whew. You see Pearl today? She was working all day, I think. Usually doesn't work mornings. The Slade women are all getting promoted. I think they just put her on another shift. What's a morning shift like at a pawn shop, do you think? Black coffee and desperation. Let's celebrate. Airy, another round. Celebrating 2 promotions in the family. Talk to Pearl today? She worked all day. She was here earlier. Looking for you too. She'll be back. Why don't you just pace yourselves? Till you talk to her. We're celebrating. Pace yourselves. Or pay your bill. Why are you so stuck on a bill all of a sudden? Are you sunstruck? Sure, you know it's twice as bright when you got the ocean and the pool both reflecting at you. Evelyn. You catch sight of any alligators? Sure, it was gators everywhere. A swamp. Big, sandy swamp. With a pool and a hostess. What's that? Set 'em up, Airy. Junebug will be here any minute. And we want to be receptive. Alright. But I keep track. There'll be a reckoning. You folks here? About the reckoning? First I've heard. What's up, Harry? Short on your bills? Let the books get away from you? That's an ignorant thing to say. Been doing my books for 10 years, keeping this place alive all on my own, ever since Bess. I ought to just let you run that tab up until you drink yourselves into the ground. Now, he didn't mean nothing by it, Harry. Yeah, Harry. You know I'm only joking. Sure, I know. I know you're joking. Alright, let's drink. Now I better slow down. Hard times whiskey comes on strong. Don't want to end up like that boiled owl in the corner. I can't tell anymore. I hear they have some secret ingredients, or a secret process or something. Something in the wood they age it in. Yeah, something strange in that wood. Drink up, Larry. Don't call me Larry. Sounds like an old man. All right, Silver Fox. Now you. I'll let it slide. Another? Well, I don't get paid until Friday, and I haven't seen Pearl all day. She can pick it up when she comes back. Well, don't count on it. What the hell kind of thing to say is that? Our own daughter? Generosities have limits. I don't know what she said, but the Slades are good for it. This family takes care of our own. Sure, we'll get it straightened out when she comes back. Better get here soon, or she'll miss the entertainment. Shouldn't Junebug be here now, Harry? Yep. That's what you get working with artists. Good entertainment, but it's always late. This is pretty late, though. We'll stick around. We're celebrating. Sure. Yeah, not expecting a late night sentimental call, and if he does, let it ring. The philanderer. Last drink, Evelyn? One more, Harry. I just want to hear some music. Well, she'd better show up soon. I don't remember this part, but I do remember giving Junebug a ride to this place. Act 3, Sound Cues. Sound 13, Distant Highway. Sound 14, Jukebox Love Song. Sound 15, Disconcerting Hum. Writer's Notes. Many in the audience consider leaving. If anyone leaves, let them leave. The theater is not a prison. If anyone coughs, cough also. The theater is not a sickbed. We minister to the audience. We revere the pains of the audience. Lem Doolittle. Entertainment bores at times. The conclusion of the entertainment is obscure modernism posing as tragedy. We can only presume that this is another of this company's experimental interventions into the original script, as it betrays the human drama so carefully erected over the prior 3 scenes. Lula Chamberlain's set is unpretentious, with realistic and a handful of confident lighting cues. The dialogue has an easy facility for the barroom banter, but a disconcerting habit of settling into familiar grooves. An uneven but decent production. Nathan Masters, Lexington Herald. I love this song. I've never heard it. It's a love song. It's a Valentine. Sure. Ever been in love? Nope. Me neither. Well, there's Ted. Son of a bitch. Evelyn. You love Ted, right? He's a son of a bitch. Out on the road, selling hammers and hammering shop girls. You know he isn't. Well, I wish he would. You don't mean that. Sure. I don't mean that. Son of a bitch. You have to stick by your family. Sometimes, if it kills you. Do you? Why? You just have to. Why? I love this song. What if they're better off without us? My folks could get better with money. Ted could, I don't know, meet someone new. He wouldn't. He's a good man. Would you? All I want is to be free of parasites. keep my own money, pay my own debts. Don't be a fool. Buy me a drink. What do you want? I want to run a hardware store with my dear husband, Evelyn. I want a whiskey. That's all you want? And a love song. Yeah, she could have said, sure. Pearl, you could have said something. I shouldn't have to say anything, Dad. Letting us just sit and soak up a debt? We're celebrating. Pearl is supposed to be a celebration. Don't you know the news? Larry, drop it. So celebrate. I'm not stopping you. But I'm not paying for it. Your mother's going to be a manager. So, put a manager salary on that tab. It's not... Sure, they said she's management material. What kind of material are you, Pearl? Maybe. He said maybe. I'm made of sweat and blood and beer, just like you raised me. That's a damn strange thing to say. Sure, my hands are cut up, but you're a loan clerk, and your mother is a manager at a supermarket. Damn it, Lawrence. It's not settled. Not settled. O'Neill just handed you a promotion. Why can't you celebrate? Rosa, what did he say to you? Remember what he said to you? He said, didn't he? Said, maybe eventually. Maybe eventually. Maybe eventually, management material. Keep your chin up. Maybe eventually. Sooner or later, keep your chin up. How's that, Dad? Enough. You can still settle. It'll just take longer. I should look again. Just sit with me, Larry. Let's just wait for the music. Get away from the awfulness. Sure. We can celebrate. Sure. Slade women are moving up. Eventually. If she's this late, she's not coming. Where's Junebug? Where's the entertainment? I said, if she's this late, she always shows up. Got nothing better to do. You gonna settle up first? Don't be a fool. Watch it. I'll buy you a drink. How about water, Evelyn, and maybe call it a night? What time is it? I love this song. It's relaxing. Like the sun by the pool on a beach full of gators. God damn it, Evelyn. Harry, your language. What would Bess think? Good Christian woman. God damn it, who cares if I did or didn't go to New Orleans? She didn't mean anything by it. Maybe I just sat here alone in the dark. Would you like that, Evelyn? That's what you want to hear? Watching nature programs in the dark. Just me and the deer, and the gators, and the goddamn dinosaurs. It was Harry's Ark, Evelyn, 2 by 2, out of the flood and into the poorhouse. She's just drunk. All on my dime. Well, there's gonna be a reckoning. All of you. Just stick around and you'll see. What are you talking about, Harry? What reckoning? I want to hear another love song. Where's Junebug? I hope she never shows up. I can't pay her. The money's run out. What's that? It's gone. The money's all gone. I let you sponges soak up so many free drinks now I can't even stock the whiskey without striking a deal. No more whiskey? Harry, what kind of deal? Doesn't matter. You can't blame us. Here, we're just a little short from time to time. Sure. Just leave, Pearl. Just trust me. Okay. I'm leaving. Are you sure? I'm sure. You don't deserve this. All I want is a love song and a whiskey. You'll have plenty of time for whiskey. I just want to be left alone. That man is like a straitjacket. I know, Evelyn. If only he'd meet some tall young thing on the road. I know. 11 years behind a supermarket till. Keep your chin up, Rosa, eventually. Maybe. Maybe eventually. Now, you all should clear out. Where will we go? Just let us wait. Let us wait for Junebug. We're good for it. We just want to have a few drinks, see the entertainment, then we'll go home. You don't understand. Sure, we know you're struggling. We're all struggling. Harry, you said you'd have a deal, right? God damn it, you don't understand me. Harry, your language. What's to understand? Well, we'll settle our debt soon. Rose is in line for this promotion. All they want is debt. They feed on it. They put it in the whiskey. What the hell are you saying? He'll be here soon. The boy from Hard Times. There'll be a reckoning. Harry, our debt's not to the distillery. It is now. I traded it. I sold it. I'm sorry. So sorry. Oh, hello. I think that part was new. I don't remember it from last time. At 83 and sunny now. Looks like it's gonna get up to about 101 by late afternoon in Louisville and 103 in E-Town. Not a cloud in sight, so get out those parasols. Haha. Major accident just ahead of the Bardstown exit, so if you're headed to work on 31, you are late, my friend. Haha. Sugar? As it is. Just a little. I forgot how you take your coffee. I'm tired. I didn't sleep well. Those old horses of Iris used to keep me up. They're yelling bad dreams. We were up on the roof, Ira and I and Charlie, eating a light supper. I was drinking sweet tea. Charlie was reading. We were surrounded by other houses, closely packed, huge sidewalks. It must have been what's that word? A city? A subdivision? That's it, I'm sure. Below us, a group of people were gathered, standing quietly. A man was reading from a book. I asked Ira about the weather. Would it rain on Tuesday? Or would when the sun set? When would the sun set? Something like that. He wouldn't answer me. Charlie stood up and Ira told him to watch his step, and then I remembered. I woke up before I could stop him. Charlie was alone on that roof. I was told him to test each child with a heel first. Charlie was alone on that roof. I guess he was. He was too bright. His teacher said, oh, what was the word? Imaginative. Apt. That's it. How could I forget? Didn't listen. It wasn't his fault. It's not your fault if you fall off a roof. Yeah. It wasn't anyone's fault, Conway. That's what we mean when we say it's an accident, a tragedy, a shame. An accident. Sure. Well, we have a mail order delivery today. Might be a long drive, but the truck can hold up. Long drive? What makes you think so? They sent it in by mail? Truck without Lewis all. I hope you're right. I'm glad you'll keep it. Ira would have wanted you to have it. It's been running since Charlie was born. Ira took me to the hospital in that truck. So did you once. Your knee? My new knee. Plastic. It'll be like a souvenir. So, long drive? Mail order? Maybe just a shut-in. I don't recognize the address. The order is all... I'm sure we can fill it. Not much left back there. Guess that'll be the last. I guess it will be. The last act of Lysette's Antiques. The, what's the word? Finale. Death rattle. Maybe. No, that's not the word. Just need to think a bit. Or coffee or something. Or I've had too much. It's getting harder. It'll come to you. Maybe. I'm not sure anymore. Seems inevitable there will start to be words that I lose forever. What are those boxes you set in the hallway? Charlie's old books? Those are your clothes. You packed them yesterday. Oh, she's getting forgetful. Oh. Thought you might like to look at them. Thought we could look at them together. That sounds nice. Cora should be here soon. Will you wait with me? Should get that delivery out. Sure, Liz, I'll wait with you. There's your traffic and weather on the fives. That's every 10 minutes. Brought to you by Consolidated Power Company. Stick around for Old Kentucky Home with Kate. Help turning your humble home into a mansion after this. I wonder if it would change if I didn't tell her at that one point that I had breakfast with Lysette. What happened to my leg? Oh. Are we at the prosthetic limbs factory? Dr. Sherman. But that's only if you make a late payment on a follow-up visit. I think everything went well enough here that they'll only want to bill for... Oh, he's awake. How do you feel, old man? All fixed up? Sherman says you might be a bit misty coming out of it, so... I was dreaming. What time is it? It's been about 2 hours. What have you been doing? Feel like I got some rest? Good. How about that leg? How's your leg feeling? Yeah, that's the important part. Conway shifts his leg a bit in the chair, testing it. Well, this isn't my leg. Seems better, but isn't worth it. It was the heat. The shingles were cracked in the sun, and one of them slipped out under his feet. This isn't my leg. Not your... Of course it's your leg. It looks wrong. You replaced it. Doesn't feel like it belongs to me anymore. Haven't encountered this reaction before. It's not totally unheard of. I read a paper about something like this last year. It can happen for a lot of reasons. Neurological, psychological, social. I'm sure it won't persist in your case. Your thoughts and feelings are probably still a little nebulous from the Neuripnol TM. That's totally normal. It'll pass. I wouldn't recommend driving, at least for another hour or two, regardless. Conway stares remotely at his leg. Let's talk about a few things you should be aware of. Recovery, rehabilitation, and side effects. I should have plenty of resting time coming up soon. I'm used to a few side effects. How long am I going to be recovering? Well, at your age, I want to be clear. You should expect lingering effects of the injury for more or less the rest of your life. Don't immerse it fully in water. Avoid extremes of temperature. I'd stay away from dusty roads and mountain lions as much as possible. Mountain lions? Good advice in any context. Best thing you can do is keep it clean and free of debris. What do I clean it with? How often do I... Yeah, what do you clean it with? Only clean your leg with a soft cloth moistened with water or isopropyl alcohol. You'll definitely want to avoid abrasive agents like detergents or other solvents. So do you have any questions? Anything about the bill that didn't make sense? I don't mean to rush you, but I have an early finishing trip. Tell him about the payment plan in the bill. I don't want to think about that bill right now. What are you fishing for? Just out on the lake, stripers maybe. Gotta keep those wrists and elbows limber, you know? Haha. Oh, one more thing. Don't be alarmed if you experience any side effects of the Nerimpanol TM. Typically, we see daydreaming, deja vu, pensiveness, fugue states, irregular perception of time. About 15% of patients report a generalized sensation of lateness. Nothing to be alarmed about, just keep it in mind. Thanks for your help. Julian's outside. We can head back to your truck. Thanks for my weird skeleton leg. Act 3, Scene 1. What was I about to say 2? Museum of Dwellings. Oh, I remember this part. How are the drugs treating you? Feel a little distracted. Streetlights seem a bit brighter. Don't want to take medicine. You're probably pretty tired, too. I usually just feel more tired after a late night nap. Hey, you ever take anything for that? Caffeine pills, or... Never. It's all or nothing for me. Seems kind of reckless, so... Oh, right. They probably steer clear of all that stuff, huh? Yeah, I guess you never know. My folks had a peculiar relationship with medicine. We almost never had a regular doctor or health insurance or anything like that. Our immigration stuff was a mess for most of my childhood, so we only qualified for state programs and small patches before something or other would get contested. And we learned to just pile on dentist appointments and stuff in those short windows. If a cut got infected or migraines were too much to handle, Mom would just talk to so-and-so who knew so-and-so, eventually usually another minor, and ended up with some pills. And instead of medical advice, every pill came with gossipy anecdotal warnings and superstitions, like all this lore that came with it. Like magic, dangerous, mysterious. Weaver's folks couldn't help? Ever run into any problems? Sure, yeah. Stuff would be expired or mislabeled. Mom was allergic to penicillin, as it turned out. That was scary, and one time... In high school, Weaver got these pills to help her focus. She was so smart, but always going off in different directions, mind racing, like 5 conversations going on in her head at once, and you're lucky if one of them was even with someone in the room, you know? So she had these pills, and they seemed to help. I was struggling in school too, failing my history class. She offered to share the pills. Yeah, honestly sounds kinda dangerous. Yeah, they seemed pretty harmless at first. Guess that's why I kept going with it. One day I was sitting on my bed, my notebook was open next to me on top of a textbook, and I was holding a pen in my hand. I remembered this moment from several years before. It came up so suddenly, with such precision, I couldn't put it out of my mind. Felt I had to stay with it until I'd recalled the whole thing perfectly. Just a tiny nothing moment, my mom patching up the side of a bird cage, winding some spare wire around the frame to reinforce it. I was fixated on that image and that sound, the cage kind of bending and twanging as she worked on it, rapping and nodding, scraping copper against paint like bowling a rubber violin with a railroad tie. My parents came back from a triple shift and found me still sitting there on the edge of the bed, pen in my hand, delirious with thirst, patching that bird cage with a 1,000-yard stare. Well, damn, dude. How you doing, old dog? Guess the rain stopped. You get some rest back there? I don't feel much rested myself. My doctor seemed nice enough. Yeah, I'm sure he does an okay job. He's got in over his head is all. Who are you? Can I talk to who are you? Okay, I don't know who you are. Museum visitors? Emily, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day of the year except Labor Day. Last admission is at 4 p.m. daily. Damn. Try the door. We're a little late for the museum. You folks lost? And then what? Bet you're being very uptight right now. Ah, they're up there on the roof. You're right, it's unlocked. I'm not sure it's finished in there, though. What's finished? Would it be better if it were finished? Can we be sure of that? Pretty friendly in there. This late will wake someone up. Hush, I think I heard a voice. Maybe a security guard? I didn't hear anything. We're just too late. Let's come back tomorrow. Alright, let's go in. If everything's shut down, it'll be pretty boring. It's definitely after hours. Any of you folks know a diner or something around here? What? I said it'll be boring. No, we have flashlights. Look, if we visit by day, we'll see what they want us to see. If we visit by night, it's all up to us. Emily, Ben, and Bob argue about whether to enter the museum. At least this new leg is working fine. No idea where I'm going. I'm just kind of looking around. No, heck. Okay. I accidentally clicked off the window for a second. Glad I noticed that. What is this huge parking lot? These reflections are tripping me out. Who are you, kid? Oh, now you're going. Oh, hello. Who are you? Flora. Are those people like your new family? I think we're friends. They're actually kind of weird. Did I miss something? Did I accidentally skip a part? I know. Too bad it's not raining anymore. Did he make that boat? You like the rain? I'm an excellent swimmer. So what's the boat for? I folded it out of some paper from the front desk. How far do you think it'll go? We should stand here and watch it until it disappears over the horizon with a far-off look in our eyes. I'll lean my head on your shoulder, and right when it's a tiny speck just before it vanishes, you'll say something romantic. Okay. Well, we better get started. Sorry, I don't know if it's actually going to go away over the horizon. Yeah, I think I may have accidentally skipped a part because I don't, I know we picked up Ezra at some point, but now I can't remember why we're here. Heck, where's the car? Oh, big crow. Okay, it's 6 p.m. and I'm getting hassled to do some stuff, so I gotta quit for now. If I quit from here... What? Oh, yeah. Just like, I did this part, right? And then... How did we pick... Who's Ezra? Did I mess up? There's Act 1. And Limbus and Demonstrations is something different, right? Okay, I think it is. I'll try to remember that for next time. Don't think anyone's there, but if you are, see you later.